First up, let's get you some breaking updates coming in ahead of the Supreme Court hearing. Protests breaking out in Haldwani. Remember, the Supreme Court will hear petitions challenging the Uttarakhand High Court's order to vacate 29 acres of railway land in Haldwani as residents of over 4,000 homes continue to protest. And now, just ahead of the Supreme Court hearing, massive protests taking place. The residents of the area are now staging a protest. They're refusing to move there from the spot. My colleague Sabyasachi is joining us from the spot with the details. Sabyasachi, the issue has now reached the top court of the country, but the protests are still going on. We can see in the visuals the women there sitting there refusing to move from there, even as the issue is in the top court.
Well, absolutely. Despite the matter has reached the Supreme Court, but the residents over here are adamant on the fact that if the Supreme Court verdict also goes against them, then they are not going to leave their houses or leave this area. Straight away show you the visuals out here. You can see the large gathering which have gathered out here at gully number 17 of Haldwani district. You can see right now people of different age groups are sitting out here in large numbers, praying that they are saying that they are hopeful that the Supreme Court verdict will go in favor of them. I have spoken to them and I asked them what will be their action plan if the verdict goes against them, to which they say that whatever happens, they would not vacate their houses or leave their land. That's what they have strictly told out here. And as the day progresses and the hearing comes closer, women are also expected to join this agitation. You can see children also sitting in the front line of these protests. Right now the prayers are going on. Earlier in the day they were announcing in loudspeakers asking the people to gather in large numbers to come out here, join the agitation, be part of the protest. But clearly with every single day the agitation here in Haldwani has been increasing as more and more people are coming out in large numbers. So it is a challenge for the local administration to make sure that the law and order situation is maintained. We have seen that in the days the police was carrying out surveillance as well as security check in these areas. Right now the prayers are going on and more people are expected to join this protest.
So Sabyasachi, we are seeing the visuals on our screens. It's a sit-in protest, but more importantly, many of the protesters, that the incitement still continues with the speech that is being given out there as well. People saying that this protest will continue on to death. If you can speak to a few of the protesters there, because this is an issue that is going to be settled in the top court. Already the Uttarakhand High Court has given its verdict in the case, has given clear instructions that the encroachment can be cleared. And let's again put things into perspective. It's not just some of these homes, but also government schools, mosques, temples, shops that are all going to be razed as part of this verdict that has been given by the Uttarakhand High Court. This has been questioned in the top court of the country. It's going to come up today. But when the protesters say we're going to fight until death, what does that mean? It's going to be fought in the top court of the country. If the Supreme Court has given the verdict, the protesters have to accept.
Well, absolutely. See, that's what the protesters have told, that no matter what happens, they are going to continue their agitation. I'll speak to some of the people out here, but right now the prayers are going on as they have been announcing in loudspeakers for the people to come in large numbers to be part of the prayers just before the Supreme Court's verdict. You can see Maulanas from different mosques have come in on the stage and they are doing the prayers right now. The du'as are going on and more people are coming in. We try to speak some of the people who have gathered out here, try to get to know what they think about their fight and how long they are going to continue the agitation. Sir, आपसे पूछना चाहूँगा कि कितनी उम्मीद है कि सुप्रीम कोर्ट
पढ़ाई चल रही, पढ़ाई के टाइम में बिल्कुल नहीं बोलेंगे, इस टाइम अल्लाह ही का ही नाम लेंगे।
अच्छा, सुप्रीम कोर्ट का अगर फैसला हक में नहीं आया फिर
तो हमारे हक में करेगा, इंशाअल्लाह हमें उम्मीद है।
तो आगे क्या करेंगे अगर हक में नहीं आता है?
ना हमारे हक में फैसला हो। इतनी दुआएं चल रही, रातों दिन दुआएं मांग रहे हैं, रात को सो नहीं रहे, दिन को सो नहीं रहे, तो अल्लाह मदद करेगा और हमारी सरकार भी हमारी मदद करेगी।
भैया आप क्या कहेंगे, कितनी उम्मीद है कि सुप्रीम कोर्ट कि वर्डिक्ट आज आपके
उम्मीद है कि हमें जो है इंशाल्लाह इंसाफ मिलेगा।
और हक में अगर नहीं आता है तो अगला कदम क्या होगा? अगर सुप्रीम कोर्ट का फैसला हक में नहीं आता है तो अगला कदम क्या होगा?
अगला कदम हमें उम्मीद रहेगी सुप्रीम कोर्ट से हमें इंसाफ मिलेगा।
People are hopeful that the Supreme Court verdict will come in their favor, but as the day progresses, the women are also expected to come in and join this agitation here.
We're seeing the protesters holding the state to ransom, and the charge is that they are also holding the top court to ransom by refusing to move from there, and even claiming that no matter what the verdict is going to be, they are going to fight until death. So besides houses, there are nearly half of the families, they claim to have land lease. They claim that due process is not being followed. Now, as the issue reaches the top court, Sabyasachi, just talking about the case, until now the protests have been going on. Several of the residents, the argument that they have made is that they have the documents in hand, they have the land lease. They also claim that due process is not being followed.
Well, absolutely. You see, the people out here, they have said that they have the documents, they have the water bill, they have the electricity bill, they have the lease paper. But the major question here is that this clearly indicates to the fact that the state government at that particular time has helped him. Who has helped these people get these legal documents? Who have helped these people? Who are the politicians behind them? And which political party have been relying on these people for appeasement politics? So these are the questions that need to be answered by the opposition leaders who have been coming out here in large numbers. Yesterday we had seen that the huge delegation by the Samajwadi Party had come and visit the gully number 17 of the Haldwani area, to which they say that they would continue the battle. They are with the people of Haldwani no matter what happens. So clearly we had seen that from the opposition side, now they are inciting the people, but here the question mark are being raised because that time the Congress party was in power. How these people were settled here, who helped them getting the legal documents? These are the questions that the opposition parties need to understand, and that's why they are saying that the documents that they have put forth in the court were not addressed properly by their lawyers, and the High Court did not hear their side properly. That's why they have now gone to the Supreme Court with the petition. The Supreme Court is going to hear to it. But at this particular time also, we have spoken to the people, we have spoken to the Maulanas who are on the stage right now. They say that till the last breath they would continue to fight on and they would not leave their residence at any given cost, even if the Supreme Court verdict goes against them.
We're seeing congressional prayers are going on the encroached land. Loudspeakers are blaring with the protesters and those who are there saying that we are going to continue the protest no matter what. We're talking about the provocations that have come in as well. Very, very important to mention, Sabyasachi, time and again, that this is the Uttarakhand High Court order that has come in, and it has been given a communal tone as well, that Muslim areas are being targeted. So it's very important to also establish that there are schools, there are government schools, there are water tanks, there are temples, there are shops. All of it is going to be razed down because it is on encroached land, 29 acres of encroached land, and this is the verdict that has come in from the High Court.